Welcome to my series where mythology meets psychology. Not fantasy, not superstition, but strategy, emotional intelligence, behavioral science centuries before textbooks existed. Let us learn about Damayanti, the queen who understood the male ego better than any modern therapist. Her story appears in the Mahabharata, but what she did feels like a masterclass in applied psychology. Her husband Nala, king of Nishadha, was noble, skilled and deeply in love with her. The marriage wasn't political, it was a love marriage, rare and radical for that era. But then came addiction. Nala developed a destructive obsession with dice. Under the influence of the spirit Kali, he gambled away his kingdom, wealth, dignity, everything. And when shame became unbearable, he did what many broken men do. He disappeared. He abandoned Damayanti in the forest while she slept. But Damayanti did not collapse. She survived snakes, hunger, humiliation. She walked barefoot through wilderness to return to her father's kingdom, not as a victim, but as a strategist. Instead of grieving endlessly, she gathered intelligence. She sent trained Brahmin messengers across kingdoms with a coded message, not asking, "Have you seen my husband?" but narrating a poetic riddle only Nala would emotionally react to. That's advanced psychological profiling. Eventually, word returned from the court of King Rituparna. There was a strange charioteer named Bahuka, short, dark, disfigured, unattractive, but he cooked with extraordinary skill, exactly like Nala. He handled horses with supernatural mastery. He showed unexplained emotional disturbance when Damayanti's name was mentioned. Now here's the psychological genius. Damayanti understood something timeless. A man drowning in shame will deny identity to protect ego. Direct confrontation triggers defensiveness. So she didn't confront him. She engineered a behavioral trap. She sent a royal announcement. Princess Damayanti will choose a new husband tomorrow at sunrise. A remarriage, public, final. Now think, the city of Ayodhya was hundreds of miles away. Impossible distance for ordinary horses in a single night to reach. But Nala possessed a divine skill. He could drive horses at impossible speed. Now, this was not a message, it was a stress test. If Bahuka was Nala, his emotional attachment plus competitive pride plus fear of loss would override caution. And exactly as predicted, King Rituparna demanded to attend the ceremony. And Bahuka drove the chariot. They reached in one single day. Psychology confirmed identity before confession did. But Damayanti wasn't finished. When Bahuka arrived, she did not embrace him. She observed him. She tested him again through food, through conversation, through subtle emotional triggers. She sent her children to interact with him. She watched his micro expressions. She listened to his breathing change. And then she did not ask the one question, "Are you Nala?" Instead, she asked, "What kind of man abandons a devoted wife alone in the forest?" The court went silent. Bahuka trembled. Was it anger? Was it guilt? Or was it something far more dangerous? Recognition? And just when he was about to speak, a serpent's curse, a hidden identity and a secret power were about to collide in a way Damayanti never anticipated. Because what she didn't yet know was this. Nala wasn't just hiding from her. He was hiding from something else. Something that had followed him since the dice game. And it had just entered the palace. So now stay with me for part 2, which will reveal whether Damayanti's psychological warfare saved her marriage or awakened something far darker. If you like the story so far, stay with me to listen to part 2 and 3 of this gripping story. Hit a like and share it with your friends. Meet you in part 2.